gets it to go.
They're doing a lot of
With the
spectating here on
first
D.
try.
Hey,
Let's see can we make it with a third try. Ooh, oh please!
Now here's DeRozan.
No!
And the foul called on it.
I'm a savage. Savage line. Alright, watch this, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Ooh.
From deep three-point range,
I'm trying to miss it.
it's rebounded by Leonard. That moment when the Gasol brothers competed for the opening tip really was unique.
Let's
It was
catch.
the first time two siblings have ever started an NBA All-Star game.
And you can sense, Kevin, that the significance was not lost on them. They both talked about how much it meant to them, and it was just a really cool moment to be a part of.
No!
By DeRozan.
No!
Irving drives in. Again, Irving missing.
A lot of great plays being made here on the defensive end.
That indeed is a rarity. The highlights are almost always on the offensive end of the floor in this event.
Thompson misses.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Left corner. Half court. Half court. Bang! Bang!
What range on that shot.
Unbelievable.
That's amazing.
And if you remember last year, no star shined brighter in this game than Russell Westbrook. How about 41 points?
Wait, let's see, can I make that half court?
Just one off Wilt Chamberlain's all-time record. And I'd say Russell was a very deserving MVP.
That's going to be over. Watching for the line that time.
Westbrook.
Curry. And that misses. That would have put him up. That All-Star game scoring record of Wilt Chamberlain, which Westbrook came so close to breaking last year, has now, Greg, been on the books for over 50 years.
Unbelievable. And I'll tell you what, when Westbrook had that 27 points at halftime, I thought for sure that record was going to go down. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
The West All-Stars pull it in.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
That's a quick bucket. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
The East All-Stars shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. That free throw missing.
And you know, there were a couple of records that fell at last year's All-Star game, but to me, the most shocking one of all, the number of three-pointers made. 48. I mean, the teams, they combine for 48.
Come on.
Bruh. Deep three. Cash!
How did he hit that shot?
I don't believe what I just saw.
And there's such a sense of history that surrounds the All-Star game. I mean, this is the 65th time this event has been held, and you think back on all the legends of the NBA. They've all made their mark in some way on this contest.
Anthony's checked in for the East. Lowry comes in for Kyrie Irving. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Curry's checked in. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Wade. The baseline J. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And you talked about NBA legends, Greg, putting their stamp on this game. How about, for instance, Wilt Chamberlain's 42 points and 24 rebounds in that 1962 All-Star game?
Wow, I mean, that was amazing. What about Michael Jordan following up his epic win in the '88 Slam Dunk Contest with 40 points and the MVP award as well the next night. So just so many great memories from this event. And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
And the shot is good.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Curry's shot is off.
Well, he's definitely got a shoot-first mindset right now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, and that's not... always endearing to your teammates, if you ask me. I mean, this is a game where everybody wants a piece of that spotlight. It shouldn't just be about him.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Durant. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. I caught up with Eric Spoelstra. Coach joked about how he planned for this game. He said that he took a look at the roster of the other conference and realized that there is no way to plan for all the talent and superstars on the other side of the ball, saying, if I had to actually try and stop them from scoring, I might lose my mind. We don't want to see that, guys.
And as always, Doris.
This game, in a lot of ways, guys, has belonged to the Western Conference the entire decade. I mean, and last year they got the job done again. So although it did come down to the wire, the end result still was Western Conference dominance.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. And although victory for the Western Conference has been a theme in the All-Star game recently, another train break that was repeated last year was the East digging a big hole for itself. And you and I were talking about this, digging that hole for themselves early in the game and then mounted a huge comeback.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, the East came back from 20 points down in the first half to tie it up in the fourth quarter. But once again, the comeback bid failed to come to fruition.
Marcus All checked in for the West. Klay Thompson comes in for Gordon Hayward.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Winning Stephen Curry.
Paul checked in for the West.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line. Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
No, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
And now we've got the intentional foul. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the East All-Stars.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've also gotten into a nice rhythm from the three-point line early on tonight.
Free throw good, Lowry. Curry's checked in for Chris Paul.
And, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Lowry with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Lowry drives in. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. And a miss there on the triple. Durant kicks to Westbrook. From deep three-point range. No good. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. The pass to Wade. The three from Anthony. Anthony missing again. They've been trailing for a few minutes here.
But you know what? That could change right here.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. They get it again.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
A nice first quarter of play.
What?
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the first half of the All-Star game. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
The field goal percentage was off the Chisnarts, Ernie. Let me rewind it.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started. Now back to Kevin.
And we return to the NBA All-Star Game. One half is in the books, and the second half about to begin.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the tip. And, you know, the officials not giving their whistle.
Outside Westbrook. Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
So far, his shot selection has been questionable. A lot of tough, contested shots. If I'm coaching, I might sit him down for a minute.
Curry against Thomas. And here is Curry. From deep. Misses the shot. And as we end the third. So
No! 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 I want to do the 3 points contest. I want to be like Cash.
Vengo en busca de respuestas con el manojo lleno y vengo como un libro abierto, ansiosa de aprender la historia no contada de nuestros ancestros, con el viento que dejaron los abuelos y que vive en cada pensamiento de esta amada tierra. Quien sabe cuidarlo es quien de verdad la quiere ver. Para mirar de nuevo, para ver lo cierto y despertar el ojo ciego, sin miedo, tú y yo. Descolonicemos lo que nos enseñaron con nuestro pelo negro, con pómulos marcados, con el orgullo indio en el alma tatuado. Vengo con la mirada, vengo con la palabra, esa palabra hablada, vengo sin temor a no perder nada. Vengo como el niño que busca de su morada, la entrada al origen, la vuelta de su cruzada. Vengo a buscar la historia silenciada, la historia de una tierra saqueada. Vengo con el mundo y vengo con los pájaros, vengo con las flores y los árboles, sus cantos. Vengo con el cielo y sus constelaciones, vengo con el mundo y todas sus estaciones. Vengo agradecida al punto de partida.
Sports pregame show.
Different. What? Okay. I know I played with him before. Oh, and also I got Injustice too. Okay, I'll just. Shut up. Johnson 18. he says. Lucy, did you ever download Friday? Are you gonna try it out later? Alright. I know. Oh, I'm too. I thought you were talking about Friday. What's new? October. Okay. I know there's something about how. Okay, I get it. The bag that looks sick. Oh my god.
Shut off! But who are you? Hey, yo! Huh? Oh, you just scared me. You scared me. Notice that.
And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Well, it was the Golden State Warriors in their last game, a loss to the Clippers.
And I really felt in watching that game that they needed to abandon the three-point shot. It wasn't there. The percentage was horrific, but yet they continue to try and knock them down.
And I really think that's what did them in. I mean, sometimes it's just not there for you on the perimeter, and you can't try to shoot yourself out of a bad shooting night from outside.
Curry.
3 misses to start the game, still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
Curry with another miss. Greg, you were just talking about Mo Spates. Clark. Tries again. Warriors with the rebound. Azili's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Here's Heinrich. Goes up and lays it nice and
could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
What is they
At
still
the end of
doing
one,
defense?
both teams putting up some points.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, they were consistent from downtown. The playmakers found open shooters, and the shooters delivered and knocked down shots on a high level. In some ways, it came down to confidence. We'll see if they have that same swagger in the second half.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
Well, the low turnovers really stood out to me. They didn't get loose with it or make silly passes. Nothing was forced. They had a...
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
And now, Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Take a look at what Curry's done. 10 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Teague, and it's Bazemore at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. This is to Schroeder. Outside Teague. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Teague's got 11 points.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside. And guys, you hear about how the Hawks are jokingly referred to as the Spurs of the East. It has to do with their coach, Mike Budenholzer, who's really brought that philosophy here to Atlanta. And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. And that's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
Well, and for Coach Budenholzer, Greg, he did spend 19 years. With the Spurs, so it makes a lot of sense. Clarkie won 4 titles during his time there in San Antonio.
And Kevin, you can really see how he's adapted and brought the motion offense over to this team, and it's worked well for the Hawks.
And stolen by Horford.
Thought he was gonna talk.
Millsap down low. Curry meets him. Millsap misses.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With the team
What's up?
Devo guardare il cielo per capire da dove piove. Io che ti ho coperta d'oro nei nostri giorni preziosi.
For 13 seconds. You still in.
12 seconds left in the third.
Ooh, this boy about to get splashed.
From deep. Got it off in.
Dang! Dang! Why? No! I want a rematch.
And so it's Atlanta with the W.
Well, Al, plenty of battling it.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Man, bro, like, bang! Bang!
Take a look at our Jordan player of the game. Right out of the gates, making his first.
Pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he
Bro,
was shooting
he
the ball,
blocked
it was
his
going
side.
in. You rarely see a
Bro,
performance
he's
like this.
blocking.
This
They
crazy
just
high shooting
doing that.
percentage.
Wow. He deserves a ton of credit on how many areas of the game he impacted
Bro, he
tonight.
blocked their
His
side.
defense was superb. Offensively, he was
Bro,
ready to
block
shoot the
his
basketball.
side.
However you...
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening.
Bye! Warriors could have done, but we lost. What doing that? Cash. Oh, oh, oh.
In the game.
Michael Jordan is the legend.
And the game won't change, it's the same old thing. Primo, dynamic duo. Dynamic 동전한 입조차 쉽고 일 없어. 잠 못 들던 그때보다 조금은 일었어. 우리는 바보처럼 몸으로 부딪히면서 배웠어. 넘어질 때마다 일었어. 다시 고쳤었지. 이력서 눈부신 성공의 신바람. 잠시나마 불어봤던 휘파람. 한 곡도 책은 나기 전에 그림자처럼 날 따라온 비바람. 시기 질투 기대함.
Lead on, there's just only 2 quarters. Shoot right there. That was cash. That's cash. In the corner, that's cash. To stand for bye. Listen up! Hey!
Curry Jr.
Steph Curry's son, boy.
No, you isn't. You's a bum, bro.
But you sound like one.
But you is one.
But you look like one. Bong game.
This nigga has to copy me.
Welcome everyone to the final game of the college basketball season.
Hey yo, ain't I know my sister,
we will crown the winner of this year's tournament.
Get the hell out here.
Ryan Curry.
What a ride it has been.
Yep.
This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers.
Why am I cold?
Arizona.
Boy, I'm about to get
right.
2K17,
I mean, this is what each student athlete has worked so hard for all season long.
And I got 2K18 prelude dummies.
Opportunity for the title. I mean, this game might very well be the defining moment for the lives of every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance, but now this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the line.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. We've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. Kaminsky out there with Hill. And it's Evans at the 4.
And with any championship game,
you know that was great.
Going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And
I'm cold, bruh.
I'll keep an eye on, and this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up.
Dude, you know what hair lining is? Your face. Jonathan. Yo. What's up? J-Man. J-Man. Somebody was talking about you.
Oh, you want to go to the work for week, but I just invited
Second
you.
chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And Lawson, here we go.
Oh, they're not even passing.
Mitchell.
They
And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive line.
And the basket by Hill.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Running game.